Welcome, divine friend. It is truly a gift to have you here with us. In this relatively short practice, our intention is to help those ready to recontextualize that which is a barrier to their true self, and drop burdens which are carried but do not belong to the one which holds them unknowingly as theirs to bear. This practice is best done in a quiet space, in privacy if possible. The requirements for this practice are, if available, a pen, pencil, and a free blank sheet of paper, as well as an honest and open mind. Do not worry if the paper is not available, especially strong minds will be able to follow along mentally with ease. Please take a moment to find material if needed, pause the video if necessary. Let us now focus. Before you is an empty chair, in space, an image that is benign and meaningless. Your invitation here and now is to project an image of yourself as you truly honestly perceive yourself to be, onto this chair. There is no right, there is no wrong. Just simply project yourself as you perceive yourself onto the chair for a few moments now. Perfect. Now, go back to your blank piece of paper and write down the images or symbols you projected as yourself. Please only write on one side of the paper. Did you project yourself as a body? If so, write down body. Perhaps you projected words that describe you. Maybe you projected skin tone or hair color, your favorite outfit. Perhaps you went deeper and put even more specific information on the projection. It is all perfect. As you record your projected self, continue to expand and evolve the projection. Write down words that describe you as you perceive you. Positive, negative, your personality, any and all that come to mind when you think of you. Take a few moments to do this now. Perfect. Now take the paper and fold it in half so all the words are on the inside, becoming invisible. You'll notice that the paper in front of you is now free of all descriptions. It is simply a blank canvas. Please keep an open mind and heart here, as this will come full circle in truth, I promise. This blankness represents you as you entered this world at birth. It represents pure, innocent love, infinite potential with infinite malleability to be unlimited life, accepting of all, loving of all, with hatred for none, no concept of what hatred even is. The folded interior, with descriptions, images, and words, represents your personal individual experiences from this state of pure innocent love at birth to now. They are mostly limits the world has imposed on you through the actions of others as well as your perceived actions and reactions to those perceived actions. They tell a story of your personal individual experiences in this lifetime. Often, in our world as it exists now, but not much longer, those experiences include judgment and the attached emotions of guilt, shame, fear, hatred. These emotions are projections from an ancient pain that is not yours to bear, nor are they to be carried forward by the ones who projected it through all experiences forward. In reality, they belong to the few, to those that were required to do negative action during times of true scarcity and true threats to our species. We thank them for their gift of sacrifice many moons ago to ensure our continued evolution. It is now up to us to release their suffering, which we still carry as our own due to the imprinting force of suffering itself, and our inherent acceptance of carrying it forward in our innocence, which has led to extreme separation in our species due to an early evolution through animalistic behavior, of which our species is now prepared to transcend through our continued evolution. To release ourselves from our suffering, We must choose forgiveness and release of all judgment, hate, guilt, fear, and shame in the world, to prevent its projection from continuing to our new innocent life, for which we have all suffered ourselves. Our transformation will ensure the future of our species' evolution infinity times over, making our suffering surely worth the price our separated world has endured through our early evolution. And yes, we are still early, even though we have come so far. Humanity in our time, in reality and truth, does not have scarcity, nor the need for separation to survive, nor the need for force to control. The only threat to humanity in 2025 is humanity itself. When we heal our separation through forgiveness, that threat is relinquished and forever bypassed, as all people see that they are indeed the one people of Earth. Burdens and labels dissolve as meaningless, permitting life to freely live in harmony. Weapons and defense budgets become obsolete because attack is non-existent as one people. As one people, our focus on fighting shifts to thriving, truly thriving, beyond that of which we've ever known. Now, returning to the paper, with both its blank sides on the outside, fold it in half again. It now represents the mold society would have one perform their role in, harboring negativity deep on the inside while presenting a mask of wellness or okayness to others to avoid fear of judgment or being viewed as less than. It is an attempt by the world of shadows to isolate you, separating you from the love that is your birthright. You are not alone. You are loved. You are inherently perfect by the true nature of you, the innocent child. This statement extends in wholeness to all of humanity without exception. Our innocence is known, and all is always eternally forgiven, giving us the purpose to extend the gift of forgiveness, leading to peace and unity for everyone, everywhere. Leading us to circle back to two simple choices. One, carrying that which is not ours to carry, and suffering needlessly continuing the cycle of suffering. Or to choose to transform our ancient pain with forgiveness. Which choice would you make for yourself, for others, for future life? If you are able to recognize that you did indeed birth into this world as an infant, that is inherently innocent by default, love invites you into self-forgiveness now, and a releasing of all that which burdens you without authority nor reality. If you're ready to walk the path of forgiveness and begin transforming a world suffering into heaven, repeat this with me out loud or in your mind, and allow the truth of the words to bathe your ready to reopen heart. Today, I acknowledge that I arrived to Earth as pure innocence and love in the form of a child. I acknowledge that all of humanity has done the same. We are all at our core innocent. The shadows of a world's past has no authority over love to taint it. It is imagination, as love is not taintable. It is eternal light. Today, I see the innocent childhood began as before the dirt of shame, guilt, hurt, and hate dimmed our light and made us weary. And the innocence of which I am is the innocence of which we all are. Today, I choose to walk the path of forgiveness. I forgive myself for unknowingly accepting a false truth as my own. I forgive myself for all the things and everything, releasing my burdens forever. In doing this, I receive in exchange for my burdens the loving vision of which I arrived to Earth with and is my birthright. I simply have forgotten it in the vision-shrouded shadow of a world of suffering of which I now release myself and us all. With this loving vision, I will keep my heart open and begin to forgive the world and all my brothers and sisters of innocence, as well as all of life on Earth. For we are all innocent without exception, and any projection I see of you that I might judge or look down upon, I release us both from, and choose to see us in loving vision. For I choose to transform the world into heaven through unconditional forgiveness and love. The circle of hate and suffering ends with me. I am forgiven.